I think you're speaking to another reason why people hide, why we hide things, and why we're not the real me or the real us. We haven't been given a roadmap. We haven't been given a roadmap to truth.
Yeah.
And so this book is that roadmap. We have a process in the book we call the 3D.
Yeah.
3D process: discover, decide, disarm. So firstly, you discover what's going on. All you may know is you don't like what's happening. Or you might know you want something, but you're not clear, right? So how are you going to name your mice? You can't do it yet. Just so we'll help you discover, this is what's going on for me. And that's gold. That's your mirror mouse right there. Even if you never share it. Oh, I feel offended because they said this, and that taps into a belief I have about myself. Okay. I feel frustrated because I think we can do so much better, and this person's just slowing us down. Whatever it is, discover. That's the first section. What could go well, right? What could go wrong? Now we're getting into decide. Should I actually name this mouse? Too often we're tempted to just not do it. Don't play small.
Yeah.
Don't chicken out. That's going to take you back to staying in prison and staying and just sharing, say, 20% of the real you. Don't do that. So this will help you decide, but you're also not going to share everything. If it's going to result in prison, you may decide not to do it. If it's going to result in your partner leaving you, you get to choose. Am I willing to risk this? And then if you do decide to go ahead and name it, disarm is the third piece of it. And we'll show you how to disarm the person and disarm yourself and lower the defenses so that you've got a much greater chance of true connection.
Yeah.
True intimacy. And my God, the keys to the kingdom lie on the other side of that. When you look, I've had some conversations that have not gone well, and I've gone, I wish I hadn't done that. But so many times I've taken the risk with good coaching and with having this process, the 3D process, and it will blow your mind what can happen. I called a bully from school who, like 20 years after high school, called him and said, I have been resenting you and hating you for 20 years, and I am letting it go, and you don't have to do anything. I wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
And that guy said to me, you know, if you do it well, that guy said to me, wow, well, what could I say or do now to help us move forward?
Wow.
I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
I now consider that man a friend.
Wow.
What goes on in the psyche when that, you know, when that's transformed from this asshole who I hate to a man who wants my life to be good and is just trying to help? That you can't, how do you put a price on that kind of transformation? You don't know. The keys to the kingdom are possible. I could have called it that, but no one's gonna buy a book called The Keys to the Kingdom.
I absolutely love the title of it. So what sparked you to write this book?
Well, the fact that it's so powerful.
Yeah.
That one concept, even name that thing. I said to the person who said it, you should write a book called Name That Thing. Name that thing. People can understand that. They can transmit that. You've got to name what's happening. And then when I got this concept of the elephant in the room and the mouse, you've got to name the mouse. I was like, okay, I want the world to have this concept. This one thing can change your life. Yeah. It'll change your relationship. I'm going to promise it right now. You do this, it will change your relationship with your kids, with your partner, with the people you go on dates with. They'll be like, who are you? Who is this person? I haven't had a conversation like this. It'll change your relationship with your staff, with your boss, with your coworkers. I will tell you, I don't think Jack Canfield from Chicken Soup would have invited me to stay overnight at his house. And I'm giving this example. This was a huge thing in my life. This was like one of the pinnacle experiences in my life, to have a man who I idolize and adore invite me to stay. I don't think that would have happened if I hadn't practiced radical mouse naming.
Yeah.
I told him things that I just like, look, I'm going to go out on a limb here, Jack, and share this. And this is what's coming up for me. And hey, you know, I wonder if you'd be willing to write the foreword to my book. I know it's a bold request. And to be honest, I've already asked Richard Branson. And if he says yes, I'm going to go with him. Would you be my backup? Like, what a radical thing to say. And the man said, well, you're going alphabetically. I understand that. You know, made a joke and then did agree to write the foreword. I honestly believe I wouldn't have been elected to the Transformational Leadership Council alongside Jack Canfield and John Gray and Marianne Williamson and Don Miguel Ruiz. I wouldn't have had a chance
Yeah.
if I wasn't practicing radical mouse naming.
Yeah.
So I thank you for the chance to talk about it, because it's not for the faint of heart. It's going to take courage. You're going to have to be willing to risk. You're going to be need to risk discomfort, but that's where all the good stuff lies. If you just stay comfortable, if that's what you're committed to, just staying comfortable, don't get this book.
Yeah.
Don't go to Mouse in the Room and get this book. It's not for you. But if you want a roadmap to truth, you want to be the badass leader that people want to follow, you want radical transformation, this is a roadmap to that.